What's good? What's popping? Welcome to Still Standing. Real life, real men, and real situations. I'm here with my brother OG. Not by blood, but by bond. We stood side by side in the military. Now we side by side in real life. Both husbands, both fathers, still figuring out life in real time. We talk about wins, losses, the quiet battles that nobody posts, and the lessons that come with responsibility. This is a safe place. We do have fun, but it's about honest conversation, accountability, growth, and truth. If you're trying to build, trying to heal, trying to lead, or just trying to make it through another day, you're in the right place. Welcome to Still Standing. What's good, Brody?
What's good, bro? We got some shit to talk about, bro.
Oh yeah, man. And yeah, this gonna be a good one for sure. I feel it, bro. I feel like we talk about adulthood and everything that's went into us becoming the adults we are today. But we ain't really talked about maturity and what adulthood really is. So I know you got some questions lined up for us. What you got for us, buddy?
So, and this goes for myself as well. You know what I'm saying? I actually had to think long and hard on this. But do you remember the transition from being a little kid to being an adult? Do you remember that transition from damn, I'm not a kid no more? Like, do you remember vividly that do you have a memory of dang, like, man, I'm not a kid no more? Like, this is like I'm on my own. This is real deal, like on me type shit.
Ooh, uh, it would have been later. Like it would have been like mid 20s for me. Now that I think about it,
Okay.
so it would have been, I don't be advocating like I'm the perfect husband and no shit like that, bro. All marriages
Ain't
got
nobody
their
a
ups and
perfect,
downs. You said
and
what,
I
bro?
don't I ain't nobody a perfect husband. Now I don't want to be a perfect husband. That shit sounds stressful as fuck.
Nah, but what I was gonna go into was saying that it was during the time that me and my wife split, like, and I was like not in the army, not nothing. It was just me. You dig what I'm saying? And I knew I ain't
Mhm.
have nobody, nothing to fall back on at that time, but God.
Yeah.
Like I
Mhm.
couldn't call nobody for no help. It was like, bro, either you gonna sink or you gonna swim.
Yeah.
So that would have been like honestly the first time where I felt adulthood hit me in my chest. What about
Mm.
you though? Like when you felt that transition from you know childhood to adulthood.
I say it's because if anybody in the military know anybody that's single, for the most part, unless you have kids, and it's like certain situations where you don't have to live in the barracks. But me being 18, 19 years old, bro, going through basic training, and I'm in the barracks, living in the barracks, I don't have any bills. So it felt like I was living for the most part free in a sense of like I barely had any bills. So I really didn't get that real sense of I'm an adult. I still I didn't have no obligation when it come to a car or I had a car note, but anything like a house note or electric bill, a light bill, like you know what I'm saying, like water bill, whatever. But it's like I if I actually go back, I would say actually feeling like an adult. I would say the transition of me moving out of the barracks and me and my wife getting married because I really didn't have that real true feeling of any real responsibility, if that makes sense. I feel like I lived in the barracks for the majority of my military career. So all I really had to pay was my phone bill, car note. That's pretty much it. Cable, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's pretty much it. So I didn't really have like that true feeling of the fact of, maybe I did take care of my responsibilities, but taking care of your responsibilities don't actually make you an adult.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. When you think about it.
Yeah, so you just have responsibilities. Like you got to think like it's some 14, 15-year-olds that legit have to get a job to help their parents pay bills. There are
Yeah.
people who's like that. So in my mind, if I really think on this for real, like me getting my first house, and I feel like my mentality of thinking about my responsibilities over my pleasure, I feel like that is when I can actually say like I am an adult. Me and my wife, we have our own house for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are flourishing. Like they're not wanting for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like there's a lot of things I can go down this road where like I truly feel like I'm just now feeling like an adult and I'm 30.
Yeah, I think that's when it start hitting though.
Yeah.
Because honestly, right now is when I feel comfortable, truly comfortable in myself to not give a damn about any of this shit back here.
Right.
And what I'm wearing, or you know what I mean, how I present myself. Now I know it's a time and a place for everything.
Exactly.
But ultimately, like it's that feeling of I just need to take care of my responsibilities, and that's what comes first. And anything else can be on the back burner, and we can figure it out later, bro. It's just that discipline, and you really start to feel it once you hit like 30s. But depending on how your 20s went, you know, your 30s gonna be pretty tough if you really was out here living your best life.
Right. Right.
So hey. Because it's supposed to just turn 30. It's like, bro, I got a lot to clean up from credit, financial, they everyday habits. It's a lot of stuff that go into it. So it's hard. So when you talk about adulthood, what you think like the most adult thing you caught yourself doing lately? Now that you feel like you coming to an adult.
Oh, the most adult thing. I feel like the most adult thing for me is, and this has been going on for a little minute, so I would say waking up. And I feel like it's muscle memory in a sense, but like waking up, and the first thing that pop in my head is what do I need to do to get things done? Like I know my kid gotta be up. I know he gotta put his clothes on. I know he gotta brush his teeth. I know I gotta comb his hair. I know I gotta take him to school. I know I gotta pick him up at a certain time. It's like repetitive stuff like this just makes me feel like adulting, this shit ain't easy, but you can manage it if you're able to have the discipline to be able to, if you're financially able to have it. Like if you're able to have this amount of money, like I have the mindset where it's like I don't even care about the wants when I get my money. I already know when I get paid. I already know. Check this off. 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 Everything. All right. Everything good. If I want this T-shirt, if I want this pair of shoes, if I want X, Y, Z, if I want to throw this money toward my savings account, if I want, you know what I'm saying? It's like I've trained myself, and it goes back until me being in the barracks. It's like even though I barely had any bills, it's like, all right, if I save this money, I could be able to do this. Did I fall short? Hell yeah, a lot of times actually. You know what I'm saying? But it was a learning curve to be able to prepare me for my real true feeling of being an adult. So if I fucked up then, it's like, all right, cool. It's like I don't have any responsibilities like that. So if I fuck up, it's only me. Now, as an adult, it's like, bro, if I fuck up, like that could affect not only myself, everybody.
The village, yeah, for sure.
Right. So it's like I feel like there's a different level of like maturity that you have to like. In my 20s, I could fuck off, and I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have no kids. Me being 30, all right, better chill the fuck out now, because not only
bro, I was just talking to my wife, bro. Don't it feel like, you know, late teens through your 20s, you feel like you could plan 8 different things through the day? Where you say you're gonna go here, you're gonna go to brunch, then you're gonna hit the mall later with all your friends, then y'all gonna go eat later, pregame, and then y'all all gonna go out.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Me and my wife can wake up on a Saturday, and my son and Alana, like my son and my daughter can have all this energy, and by 12, we burnt the fuck out. Yep. Sometimes just making a drive, going to the mall, we get out the car, and I'm like, God damn, I'm tired. We ain't even done shit. We ain't even done shit.
Yeah, man. Nah, I get that. I think the most adult thing I've been doing as of lately, just now that I think about it, actually planning my days, even the quiet time to reading, to
Mm-hmm.
planning out the podcast content. Is like I gotta structure it out so I'm not just all over the place, and so I can be time effective, and then be able to, you know, be with my kids, and then manage all of that, and make sure I get something done. So it all goes into it. Like the preparation has definitely been like the most adult thing I've been on, bro. You gotta prep. You gotta be ready for your week. Do you think becoming an adult is about age or responsibility?
Responsibility. I I when it comes to age, and I'm gonna be real, like your age doesn't qualify you to tell somebody that is younger than you what they should be doing. Because sometimes people are in their 40s and 50s and 60s and they've been doing wrong their whole life.
But trying to tell
Or
you how to live or how to move. Yeah.
their
Yeah.
idea, or their idea of throwing a quick example. Listen, if you've been married for 30 years, 40 years, kudos to y'all. But don't sit here and tell me how our marriage is supposed to be, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever worked for y'all, worked for y'all. But what's been working for y'all may destroy somebody else's marriage.
Right. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, just because y'all been married for 30 years, 40 years, it's cool. It's cool. Congratulations. You've been married a long ass time. But don't sit here and tell me just because me and my wife only been married for 6 years that y'all we don't have an understanding of marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like when it comes to age, I mean, age it does come with experience when it comes to whoever you're talking to. Age does have, is directly linked to experience. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you have somebody that's 35 years old, I can honestly say that 9 times out of 10, they probably have experienced more in life than the 18, 19-year-old. I can admit that. But don't sit here and say just because somebody's 18, 19 that they may not have experience or they don't have the experience of somebody that's 30, 35 years old. Because it may not be true.
Uh-huh.
Just going off of age. You know what
So
I'm saying?
then,
So I
okay, but what if they do got the right sauce to give somebody then? What if that married couple that was married 30, 40 years really giving you game? Because that's where the line get drawn, like
yeah.
you said, like you can't always tell, you know what I mean? But what if they really giving game? Where do we draw the line in the sand though, bro?
So it all depends on what is considered giving game and what is the intent when they speak on giving game. Because like I said again, whatever works for them works for them.
Right.
It's certain people in marriages where they do 50-50 and they okay with that. And then there's other marriages that say we've been together for 20, 30, 40 years and my wife ain't never paid a bill. Motherfucker, that's y'all. Don't come over here with that bullshit because my wife pays bills. I pay bills. It ain't no, it may be 25-75. It may be 50-50. It may be 75, you know what I'm saying? It may be 40-60. But what's what works for y'all marriage. So don't sit here and be like, hey, this is what you need. Didn't put you on game. This is what you need to do. I would hear you, but what works for my marriage is what works for my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like even for instance, if I know somebody that's been married 5 times and they tell me, let me put you on game, I'd be like, game on what? On marriage? I mean, you've been married 5 times, my boy. I don't know what you can be able to tell me. And you've been married 5 goddamn times now, my boy. What game do you need to put me on? That's just my thing. It's like
But
when
then
it
what if
comes,
that person that's been married 5 times is
yeah,
telling you what not to do? What if that's what they telling you?
what not to do?
Yeah, what if they telling you, bro, this is what I did every time, this is where I messed up that game. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to give you the game. Do not go down this road. You
I
know,
take I take it with a grain of salt, boy. My boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. I take it with a grain of salt. It ain't like I'ma just dismiss the conversation. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if they're telling me what I don't need to do, where was their guidance second, third, fourth marriage? Why does it take your fifth marriage for you to realize and tell me what you don't need to be doing?
Hey, don't the therapist need a therapist?
Ooh. But at the same time, you think I could be able to give that person game and they respect it?
If you got discernment, if you got open ears like you supposed to, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. If he wanted you to talk more, it'd probably be lips on the top of your head, but it's not the case, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get game from anybody. So that's just where I'm coming at with that one, man. Because sometimes people, so closed off that they don't take the game that somebody that God. It might be a vessel you don't even know. God talking through somebody sometimes. So I ain't gonna really speak on that because sometimes you might need to hear them words.
I'm coming this in like a negative way of like, you know what I'm saying, dismiss the conversation. But if somebody that's been married 5 times and they tell me what I need to be doing or I don't need to be doing X, Y, and Z, I mean, if what you're telling me is what caused you to get a divorce, and you see that I'm doing that same exact thing, cool. But if you're telling me something that you don't even apply to your own marriage, then I need you respectfully, like, you know what I'm saying, let's move on to the next conversation. Because what you're not about to do is put word in my ear and make me think differently about what's working in my marriage and shake up my marriage. You know what I'm saying?
But that's when discernment come into play. Where you got to know, because everybody got an opinion these days with all these outlets. Somebody listening to somebody.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
social media also plays a big factor. While people they're going to a situation, they'll look at a video, they look at a 30-second video, and then all of a sudden their whole perspective, their whole idea of something just changed off a 30-second video.
But that's people who don't have a mind of their own. They can't think on their own. They have social media personalities.
Yeah.
So all of their talking points be from social media posts. But like, as far as what actually makes you an adult, age or responsibility, I'm gonna say neither. Because you can have responsibility at a young age, and age is just a number.
But you only gave me 2 choices, so how you
I know I gave you 2 choices, but I had to think about it though. I had to think about it. Because really being an adult is about, you got to heal your inner child to become a true adult, bro.
What you mean by that?
Like, our inner child is what helps us thrive as adults, mature adults. You dig what I'm saying? So if you got trauma from your childhood, if you got things that you still unwilling to deal with, your inner child is still traumatized. So that's the character you projecting throughout most of your adulthood, bro, or what's supposed to be your adulthood. So until you go, fix those issues, you can't truly prosper as an adult because that's what's holding you back as an adult.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. You say it like that, I must still be a damn kid. Cause it's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that I feel like I haven't fully got over. And I'm just trying my best. You know what I'm saying? As a child, you know what I'm saying? Like trauma with, my mom and stuff like that. But it's like, hey, if it gets put like that, I must still be a child and in a certain aspect of me trying to, be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Damn, okay.
Think about a lot of, I'm gonna say, like, bitter women per se. We just gonna use that example. No color, no nothing, bro.
Yeah.
What's that bitterness? How did that bitterness enter the equation?
Their environment, how they grew up, trauma.
And that bitterness is coming out the same as like anger to men. Is you're unable to process, you know what I mean? And it ends up turning into said emotion, which for most men would be anger. For most women, they kind of turn, sour. It's a lot of bitterness, bro. And that's all because they never dealt with those past traumas. And it's molded the character that they present. But like, let's think about maturity mindset. If you don't heal your inner child, what's your mindset?
Childlike. Childlike.
You
Yeah.
feel like you was never heard, never seen. You dig what I'm saying? And anytime we are triggered as adults, it stems back to our childhood, how we was raised.
Yeah.
Let's just use like your parents yelled all the time. So when you hear people yelling, you shut down, even as you get older. So as soon as someone yells, you shut down and you run away. Even though the confrontation may not hurt you, it's just that your inner child is triggered and you can going back to that moment that your dad was just, going berserk on you. Like,
Or it could be the other way to where you become combative because you
boom,
trying to poke this out. You know what I'm saying?
you trying to protect the inner child inside yourself, going back to
Mhm.
that moment when you couldn't protect yourself.
Exactly.
You didn't have a voice back then. So now you got a voice, and now anytime anybody says anything, it's combative, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just going back to childhood once again. So,
Yeah.
bro, you
I ain't,
gotta.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I never thought about it like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, even when I look at me as an adult, everything stems from what my parents showed me. Whether it's
Okay.
how I plan, like being responsible for my actions, how I
Mm-hmm.
argue in my marriage, bro. Like growing up fast and like being forced to and trying not to repeat that cycle with my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that we do as adults, it just comes from what we was taught as kids, bro. We just big kids
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, you right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You right. You right. And it's one that is damn. Yeah. But you know what though? Like I feel like sometimes even having kids and you haven't fully healed from how you was treated, sometimes trying to do the opposite could be healing within yourself because you making a change that's not continuing that cycle. You know what I'm saying?
But
So I feel like in that sense, your kids can also be healing, could be healing your inner child just off of how they may be acting and you reacting the way that's the total opposite how your parents acted towards you. You be like, you know what? I didn't snap on my kids. And it may be something that you proud of, but you like, you know what? I didn't snap on my kids. I know my parents probably would have if I did X, Y, and Z. But
yeah,
it comes from growth. You're growing, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I understand that shit for real.
I mean, no, even you speaking on that game, like my daughter, I don't know why she wanted a dill pickle gang. She wanted a pickle for snack time. She didn't grab the whole jar, ain't come ask me nothing. She didn't drop the whole jar. It didn't broken glass everywhere, right? I go
Yeah.
back to what like my childhood, if I would have, dropped that glass. Boy,
Arcade Stone Cold Stunner your
and
man. They
I
don't
was
got them.
frustrated, but then like you said, like you just think about that, and how it
Mhm.
affects you. So like, bro, being an adult, you damn near just I don't even know how to say it, bro. Like,
Bro, like it sometimes and my wife tells me this all the time, like you just don't know what you could do or say that could traumatize your child. Like,
yeah,
and it could be something as simple as not paying attention to something they feel like is important to them. It could be something as simple as like not showing up to an event that they want you to show up to. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of things that you may not understand as an adult. Like, dang, like I didn't know they affected you until they are old enough to be able to, vocalize themselves or talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so man, being a parent is tricky, man, because even if you feel like yourself that you gave 1,000%, shit still ain't good enough. Like your version of what going hard is when it comes to being a parent, it still may not be good enough. And I feel like me as a parent, like I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I strive to do try to better myself every day. I don't want to be perfect because I feel like being perfect is like you're overly working yourself and you stressing out, making sure you have to just feel like you have to do everything right, which is cool, but I'm human. I'm in the flesh. So I know I'm gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about bettering yourself and realizing what you did and realizing like how to go forward and not making that mistake again.
Cause think about this, bro. Let's say like on your example, let's say your kid got a basketball game, or it's basketball season, multiple games, and you
Mm-hmm.
keep telling them like, I'm gonna come, but you never show up. What you
Yeah.
think they gonna do as an adult if they mirror what was displayed to them? So they
It's
kid,
cool. It's cool to not
they think
show
it's
up.
okay because that's what my people did. So they gonna mirror that. That's why it's important, like what you
But you know,
displaying to your family and your friends and your kids. What's up?
but you know what triggered me though, and this is a big trigger, and you know everybody know. I mean, not everybody, but the people who know me. They know that I love my mama, but she didn't really put the best effort when it comes to raising me. You know what I'm saying? Being available. You know what I'm saying? Being present. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that really got to me is when I did have those times to talk to my mama growing up, and she tell me that that she's gonna do something, and she didn't do it. That shit shattered me so bad to where it's like when I became a parent, became a dad, I told myself that I would never tell my kids that I'm gonna do something and not do it. Like if Elijah want to go outside and play, and I said, Elijah, baby, we're gonna go outside in 5 minutes. I need to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I stopped putting pressure on myself that way too, though.
What?
I said I stopped putting pressure on myself that way.
No. It's one of the things where it's like I'm not gonna promise my kids, and they're just not just my kids. Like I would never promise anybody something and then not show up, don't call to let them know the reason why I didn't do X, Y, G. Just nothing, absolutely nothing. But there are times when I was a kid and my mama tell I'll be on the phone with mama. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. What everything cool." I'm so excited, and it doesn't fall through.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
the actual reasoning behind it, but in my mind as a child, my mama ain't show up.
yeah.
So in my mind, I start telling myself stuff like, "Oh, my mama don't care about me. My mama don't want to be with me." So I start telling myself, and even if it was completely wrong and there was actual reasons why, I've already put these thoughts in my head. So it doesn't matter what the real reason
Reason
is.
was, yeah,
You didn't show up. So it gave me all these thoughts in my head that make me think of other things that may not even be true. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
growing up, like, I tell myself like I would never tell anybody nothing. Like if I say I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, oh yeah, I'm gonna show up. I'm at least call you, be like, hey, bro, I can't. I told you I did, bro, but something came up. I'm at least do that, but I'm not gonna sit here and you came up with the idea and I said, hey man, yeah, hey, on Friday, bro, we gonna do X, Y, Z off the phone. Friday hit, no phone call. You call me on Insta phone, no, like that ain't me. But
yeah,
I've been done like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like it's one thing where it's like it's a trigger to me for anybody to say Pharaoh did this, Pharaoh did that, and he didn't show up. No, the fuck I did. You lying on me? I know you fucking lying.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but it all resulted in just the trauma I dealt with growing up.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So on to another note. What you think the hardest part on being an adult is?
Not knowing if you're doing your job as an adult, right? You
That's a
don't
good
know
one.
what right
That's
is.
a good one.
You
Yeah,
don't know
you
what
don't
right
know.
is.
Ain't no manual to it.
Ain't no blueprint, ain't no manual to being an adult. You don't know what you're doing is right. You just like I go into every day like, dang, today is a new day. I hope I don't fuck this up, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Like I
Yeah,
just go, hey, it is what it is, man. Like I may have a good day, I may have a bad day, and that sometimes that bad day may rain over on the kids. Sometimes that bad day may rain over on my wife. You know what I'm saying? Some days I have an amazing day. You know what I'm saying? It be some days where it's like you just don't know. Like as an adult, like the shit ain't sweet. The shit ain't easy, bro. Like, yeah, it just it is. I don't know. It ain't easy,
I
bro. I
feel
ain't
like
gonna lie
being
to
an
you.
adult easy, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. But I think the hardest part is, bro, being an adult is easy, gang.
What's easy about being an adult?
Nigga, my freedom, bro.
You don't
Like
have freedom as a child.
I know I gotta take care of what I gotta take care of, but I put myself in that predicament, understanding what I gotta take care of. Because I understand what type of man I am. So like for me, it's not hard, especially growing up.
Let's take just the man part out of it and just being an adult, male or
Okay.
female.
Okay. I can't speak from a female's position.
No. What I'm saying is like, all right, you right.
So I mean, but what you were saying though?
But like just saying like just an adult period. Like you feel like being an adult is not hard.
I feel like everything is
No.
overcomplicated, man. I feel like all of the distractions, everything complicate living, period.
Mm-hmm.
But living, being an adult, having responsibilities, understanding people depend on you, understanding stability, discipline. I mean, it's not that hard, bro. You know right from wrong. Now we take wrong steps. Like, bro, we mess up, yes. But you messed up as a kid.
But even when you do right, doing the right thing don't always come with good favor.
Right. Yeah.
So in that sense, you can do everything right. So you can pay all your bills, you can do X, Y, and Z. Like you can do everything that you feel like in your mind is the right thing, and just life happens. Things happen where, hey, you just got this new house, everything good. Damn, somebody done broke in my house and stole everything in my house.
You can take it, bro. Take it. Have it.
What I'm saying is like,
you needed it more than I needed it. That's
shit.
even my thing there, bro. I'm so serious. If you took it, you need it more than I do. Whatever God gave me that is materialistic, he'll bring back 5 times more. I don't care about none of this shit, bro. I really don't. I care about trying to be a better person every day, knowing that I'm a fucked up individual just like everybody else out here, and I'm just trying to do better and live the way that God want me to. Ain't nothing hard about that. We all got our own battles. We
but
all
even
been
saying
put in bad positions.
You having your own battles is linked to shit ain't sweet out here. If you have your own battles, if everything is easy, that means you ain't got no battles.
Okay, what is hard about being a grown up and taking care of yourself, bro?
You said what is hard about taking care of yourself and your
Yourself.
responsibility.
Don't add the family. Don't add nothing. What is
Wait,
hard?
it's hard to just say myself because
It's easier to say yourself.
in my situation, right, when I'm as a dad, as a father, as a husband, I
Take that badge off, gang. Take that off.
I know what I'm saying is I'm living in reality, bro. I can't think about just myself. When you say you have responsibilities, that's just not about me.
I said, bro, take that away. What is hard about taking care of yourself? What's hard? Take the other stuff away, bro.
I feel like there's the way you're asking this question. Of course, if I'm just thinking about myself,
just think about yourself. It's not wrong,
yeah,
bro. You're not selfish. I know the type of man you are.
Yeah.
So what would be hard about taking care of yourself right now as an adult?
No, nothing.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Our stress come from all the other factors that we've added into our lives. And as soon as people start realizing that it's not hard to take care of yourself, then the better off everybody will be, gang. It comes with self first. You take care of yourself before you can take care of others. You done did the work. You understand what your traumas are. You understand when you need to build.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself, bro. You make sure to keep up hygiene. You know what I mean? So you can go be a great father, so you can go be a great husband.
Mm-hmm.
But all of that comes back down to what? It's easy to take care of yourself as an adult. As a kid, it's harder because you're depending on somebody else. As a kid, bro, like you have to rely that God gave you willing parents that can take care of you. When you're an adult, it all falls back on you.
So if everything falls back on you as an adult, you don't think that it's linked to shit ain't sweet out here?
I didn't say that the world was sweet. I'm saying taking care of yourself is easy. People add all this extra stuff, like me and you talking about the kids, the wife, the husband, the job, blah blah blah, blank
Yeah.
blank blank blank.
Yeah.
But ain't did the inner work and wondering why everything around them is crumbling. You gotta take care of yourself, bro. But I feel like the hardest part of being an adult that nobody talks about really is really your friend group. Like, especially being early 30s. You dig what I'm saying? You got folks that's married, you got folks that's divorced, you got folks that got kids, you got folks that ain't got no kids, and it's hard, especially being married and having kids, to find people to hang out with like you used to and be able to have, that social sense in your life to be able to go hang with people. That's hard, bro. Especially being young and you was around hella good people, hella great times, and
Yeah.
then you become this adult, you got all these responsibilities, and that part of your life just kind of shut down. It's sporadic, it's here and there, but it's a big drop off, bro, and that's tough. Because you ask yourself a lot of questions, bro. Like, damn, it's me. Nobody want to hang with me, or damn, what happened? Some people even go far like, dang, so and so don't mess with me, don't rock with me. But it's never really that. It just people all going through life. Everybody got something going on, man. Especially when you get older and you don't have to be around certain people because of
Yeah.
school or proximity and stuff like that. Bro, it definitely get hard to be like, dang, we gonna go kick it or we gonna have, because a lot of people be like, I'd rather kick it by myself, to be honest.
So what do you say for the ones who they have limited time for themselves? Everything is built on everybody providing for everybody. What about the ones who wake up, take the kids to school, go to work from 9 to 5 job, get off work, gotta help cook, clean, do X, Y, Z, get the kids ready for school, X, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you say for the ones who have limited time to think about self? They're so more focused on providing for others.
I mean, that boiled back to what I was just saying, bro.
Mhm.
You didn't take care of yourself before you started taking care of responsibility. It's gonna be
Oh, I'm
hard.
talking about, there are people who let's for example, let's take for consideration somebody who is a single father who has both kids living with him, and he by himself, he do everything. What do you say to that person? Because that person can't just be like, I don't want to work your job anymore because I want to think about myself. What do you say for the ones who have to depend on their job or have to depend on providing for their kids and they have limited time to think about self?
Okay. How long do you need to meditate? How long you need to pray? What's your decompression look like with it? Because the kids got to go to bed by what time?
You right?
You get what I'm saying? So that's where the planning part comes into place.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you still put yourself in that predicament. So now, in that time frame that you have, you giving yourself with all these responsibilities, now it's also your job to find time for yourself.
Okay.
That's still your job. The same way it's your job to take care of the kids and going to the job and the responsibilities that come with the job. Because like we just said beforehand, it is very
Yeah.
easy to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But we put distractions all around us, kids, relationship, job, car, bills, da 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 da, and all of that distracts you from doing the work. Look at COVID. You know why some people was having such a hard time, bro, being in the house?
Because they were more focused on providing to where they really didn't have no stability inside the house.
Or they couldn't reflect.
Yeah.
That reflection was beating their ass. Because now you can't distract yourself with busyness, bro. And that's where a lot of us do. And we think that we being adults, distracting ourselves with a bunch of things to do, and we never get to reflect. And that's why we continue to carry that childlike mentality.
Mm.
Look at corporate lifestyle. Ain't nothing but a big high school. A lot of microaggression, passive aggression. Oh, a lot of little kids in there, or a little kids that were bullied,
Yeah.
or got taken advantage of, or whatever the case might be, and they project that as an adult.
Yeah.
And you got to sit with those events and the things that harmed you and be like, okay, this is why I'm doing that right now. Okay, this affected me back then, and this is why I get angry at this, or this is why I get triggered by this.
Yeah.
So it just come back to that, man. But damn, this is a good one, bro. This.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so at what point should a man stop partying and start focusing on building? Because we was in them clubs, Mike.
We was in that motherfucking
I
club,
was
boy.
on
I
the
ain't gonna
table
lie.
with the bottles. So I got a take on this too, though. I got a good take on this.
When should
What
you
you feel?
stop partying? I feel like it needs to be. I don't, man. That's just me. I don't feel like I'm gonna ever stop partying. Now, how it's done in a responsible way is cool, but if you just out every weekend and you feel like you just got to be in the club and you got responsibilities, but you want your aunt and your grandma to take care of your kids on the weekend while you out partying, I feel like everybody's situation is the same, but me having to, you know what I'm saying, drive down to Dallas to my sister-in-law house and get a hotel with my wife, you know what I'm saying, and have them spend a day or two. I feel like that's cool. Go to a little comedy special, go to a, you know what I'm saying, a little hookah bar, go to a little
Boy, you
restaurant with a
sound
bar.
old in the bitch, fool.
What I'm saying is like that's what I'm saying is like you just gotta figure out like how can you incorporate like still having fun with your kids and then separate yourself at a certain time of the night and have your time. I feel like that's versus just being like, all right, it's Friday night, fuck these kids. Hey, babe, let's go out and do X, Y, and Z. Like, I feel like, hey,
All right, but
calm it
scratch that. Take the. I know you love your family, dog. I get it,
down.
man. I get it.
Yeah.
Damn, I love all four of my kids, man. Shit, five if you include my wife. But what I'm trying to say is, go
Boy.
back. All right, so you right now, at 30, right? In your 30s, right?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back to
Germany
20.
day.
You fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you continue like that, and you ain't get
Yeah.
married. Like,
Ain't
when would you say
no
it's
kids,
time
no
to stop
kid.
partying and focusing on building? You can redo it,
Damn.
bro. You can
All right.
redo it
So,
if you wanted to.
all right. So I'm in my 20s. I don't got no kids. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got nothing. Just me by myself. All right. So at what point should I stop partying? I still got my degrees. Like I still like
You gonna
is
get
it
all
like
of that. You gonna get
I
it
got
all.
I got all my
Or
degrees. I
no,
got
no. Let's just say it's before that. So because that's part of
yeah.
building your resume. So at what point would you say, all right, I gotta chill, bro? I gotta get to it. I gotta focus.
Damn. I don't know, bro. I feel like if it wasn't for I don't feel like I ever stop partying, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be in the motherfucker getting. Listen, hey, I'll be in the motherfucker. Listen, until my hair starts falling. I feel like
you did. Welcome, Ball
until
fam.
my hair
It's
starts
BB
falling.
Hollywood.
Yeah, like
Yes, Sirski. Oh well,
man. Hey, I don't feel like I stop partying, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like my mindset when I was 20s, in my 20s, it would be no stop partying, bro. My mindset was I live for partying. I live for being in the club. Like being real, bro. Like that was my, but also that was my escape too. So if we gonna get deep into this shit, being in the military now, if I wasn't in the military and I just went to college, all right, you said building. All right, so let's just say, are we scratching out the
take yourself out of it. Like, what would you tell
take myself out of the
younger
military?
self? Yo, what would you tell your younger self? All right, bro. Like you in the club, you see your younger self. What you gonna say? What time frame you need to cut it out?
Damn, I don't know. Like, I say, hey, wrap this shit up at 27.
At 27?
Wrap this shit up at 27. All right, my boy. You see this right here? You see this right here? Because the 20-year-old me ain't gonna have this. I say, look at this right here. You see this? I'm 30. You hear me? Cut that shit out at 27. Cut that shit out at 27. All right, my boy.
Honestly, now I feel like, bro, young man, like get your bag right first. Get everything. Start building now, so you can party later. Cause one, the table's gonna turn, gang. Especially if you stable, bro. Especially if you already got it out the way.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when it comes to partying, I just feel like the older I get, I'm not saying I don't mind being in the club.
But you no, I'm with you. Yeah.
The age I'm in right now, even thinking me being 30, listen, no wife, no kids, me being 30, I honestly don't have the energy or I don't have the urge. I'm being honest, I don't have the urge to want to go to a club on a Friday night.
But let's just, it don't gotta just be the club though. Partying is party. I could throw a kickback and it will be live. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that. I'm with a kickback.
Boat party. You could do, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. But it's one of the things where it's like, I feel like in my 30s, me being single, me being, having no kids, I would take partying as in a way of like networking. Like, who's in this club? Who can I talk to be able to help me build or help me grow? Like, it'll be, my mindset would be a little different. Like, I'll probably like, who am I? Bro, I'm telling you, bro, in my early 20s, I'm just trying to dance, have a good time, take my shirt off, you know what I'm saying? Go, in my 30s, it's like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But who in here? Who can I have a conversation with that can be like, that have the same mindset as me? Depending on
nobody. Yeah, for sure. That ain't gonna happen though. You already know that. You already know that it's not gonna happen. You trying to meet the owner of the club, talk about his portfolio and some more shit. You was not trying to do that shit. You was not trying to do that shit back in the gap though. I think, bro, honestly too, it's a phase more so than anything. And it's a phase you gotta come up out of also for females. It's cool when you younger, you know what I'm saying, and you living it up.
You know what's really crazy to me though is like me seeing people on social media or seeing people who is this is just me. I don't know if it's one of the things where it's for exposure, if it's really for like clout, but like I find it weird, and I just find it just a little weird how someone that is 35, 40 years old that can go on a TV show or Netflix, what is it called? Like Love Island or something like that, where it's like you got to do all of this just to potentially find love. Like you can't just go to
Nah,
Starbucks.
they don't have to, bro. That's for clout. Always
Okay,
for clout. Always for clout, bro.
okay. I just want to mention because I'm
To
like,
say that they the older person, or you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it could be a situation. Maybe you a widow or something, or that
yeah,
type of situation. But if you just single at that age, all right, all right. I need to know the backstory. I need to,
yeah. I don't know. It just if you 35, 40 years old, I don't know. It's like maybe it just so normalized where it's like just because you 30 and you don't have any kids and you know what I'm saying, you focus on, building and XYZ. If you 35, 40 years old and you don't have any kids, you're not married, like I start to question like, is your behavior or is it I'm trying to figure out like why do you choose? Is it a choice
it might be a
or
choice. I mean, hey, listen, bro. Especially for that, for women, might be a choice.
yeah?
They might have just accepted it.
Mhm.
They've played for too long,
Yeah,
and now it's not as many options out here.
yeah. The women that you want don't want you.
I mean, vice versa. So
Yeah,
that's a slippery slope, bro. You dedicated your 20s to having fun and building.
mm, yeah.
Like now you trying to settle down. And now you got to think about like, okay, everybody didn't play in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody didn't mess around. Some people built their family, got careers and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to either go with something younger or something that's in your same lane. And then, okay, how many people in your age, single, no family, no prior, nothing, and
Mm-hmm.
gonna want to settle down right now? It's not too many, bro. So I mean, that's the thing you got to worry about, man. Playing around in your 20s, like, yeah, it's fun, but no, it still can affect you. Like they say, bro, it's never too late. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
sit here and act like a 35-year-old woman or man with nobody, you know what I mean, no priors, no kids, no nothing, can't go out here and find love. It can happen. It's just
Right.
that percentage, that possibility is lower.
I feel like it definitely sucks for women because women have they on a time crunch when it comes to because the older they get, they less and less fertile. So if they want kids and you in your 30s, you don't have no kids. Hey, that clock is ticking down, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But I mean, they know that. I mean, that's been, kind of debunked. I guess they would say you can have babies later. It just more, physical risk to the baby and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like you said, yeah, there is a timeline, bro. Some people might not want to acknowledge it, whatever the case is, and it's easier for men to wait until they're older to then build a family than it is for a woman, bro. And you
Mm-hmm.
just got to be cognizant of it. I know ladies out here having fun. They living their best life.
Yeah, go and do your thing.
Go
But
do your thing, bro. We support you. We support you.
there
But
are women that's in their 50s and 60s single living with cats.
because
And
of what they was doing in their 20s,
Mhm.
it's
and
stop.
honestly, if I had some OGs, some men that would be like, hey man, like I was fucked up, man. Like the love of my life, I did X, Y, and Z. Like I wish I would have never done X, Y, and Z. I take it as in like, dang, like if I got me a good one, like don't fuck it up.
Hold on to it.
Hold on to it. But then it'd be, on the flip side, it's some people that be like, I'm still party. I'm gonna see you only live once. I mean, cool. But is it the fact that are you willing to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? Or would you rather be that person that's talking to somebody that's 30, 40 years younger than you, some, when I was in this age, I was doing X, Y, and Z. You might I know you don't want to be that guy or that person. So if somebody is spend some game at you,
Yeah.
you might want to listen.
But then peep this. Think about, okay, boom, we'll say 42. 42-year-old dude, get his
Mm-hmm.
life together. You do what I'm saying? Great career.
Mm-hmm.
He 80 to 150K a year, whatever it is. You got retirement fund.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he got one kid. You know what I'm saying? No marriages. Do you think it would be hard for him to go get a 28, 27-year-old female and start a life?
I feel like it's so with that big of an age gap, me personally, I mean they both grown.
I said 28 and a 42-year-old, bro. They grown as hell. Come on, bro.
No, I
It
mean
ain't no.
they both grown as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, but I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy. I don't see myself ever.
Not yourself. Stop stop personalizing it.
I'm just
If
trying to.
I'm
I'm just
saying if it's a grown man
grown man.
living his life, property,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he good. Like I
Yeah.
said, one kid, grown,
Yeah.
not been married,
Uh-huh.
and he decide he want to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be difficult for him to go out here and get somebody 28, 27, 26 and build a life with them?
Yeah, but there's a lot
With
of
his
factors.
status and what he had
Yeah.
and how he carries himself.
It's a lot of factors that play in. Like most people, if that guy is physically attractive, you know, if he is,
I'm saying he took care of himself, bro. He
yeah,
whatever
okay,
it would.
make some good money, X, Y, Z. Like I feel like it's yeah, I feel like it is easier for a man that's older
And got his shit together.
and got his shit together versus the flip side. If it was,
Okay, exactly. That's what I was about to get to. So look,
yeah,
42-year-old woman. She
mm-hmm.
just was living her best life and now she want to settle down. The
Yeah,
men in her age, you know, they doing their thing. Or they
mm-hmm.
married or they whatever the case. Do you think it would be easy for her to go get someone either in her age group or somebody younger like we was talking about as easy as it would be for a man?
I feel like I feel like it would be, in my opinion, I feel like it would be harder. Um, it all depends on the woman too, but I feel like it'd be a little bit harder just off the fact that like if I'm 27, 28 years old, she's experienced things that I may not, or I may have experienced it, depending on what it is. But I feel like a woman that's that much older, I feel like it would be kind of hard to like have anything in like really in common for real. Like other than maybe the physical thing, or maybe like, you know, what that man brings to the table, because it's always about what the man brings to the table, no matter what the age is.
Yep.
So if I'm 27 years old and there's a woman that's 40 some years old and I'm trying to talk to them, they must look good as the motherfucker. They gotta look good as the motherfucker. That's the first thing for me.
I'm just saying that's around the age of Jay-Z, Beyonce, bro, if you really think about it.
Or what's old girl name? Juria Michelle and what's the NBA player Jalen? Is it Jalen,
Okay,
right?
boom. Yeah. So look at that situation.
Yeah.
Like
Her son is the same age or almost the same age as his ass. Nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy. Hey, I don't know, my boy. That's a little much. I'm just throwing it out there.
Look at how it's painted though. With look at their relationship, then look at Jay-Z and Beyonce getting together.
I feel like honestly, like I feel like it's real subjective, because when you look at Beyonce, you know, most women, they want to date older men. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
Sure.
if a woman sits there and says, I want to date an older man, it's already been put out there. They're searching for older men. But when a man says, I want a younger woman, that is being looked at sometimes as like grooming, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the woman is outspoken and she's saying, I want an older man, it's cool. But if a man sits there and says, and he's in his 40s, that I want somebody that's in their 20s, everybody's mind starts going towards What's his motive?
You know why that is though, bro? Let's just call game. Why is women doing that? Because all of a sudden it's grooming.
Because 9 times out of 10, a man that's in their 40s is more stable. 9 times out of 10. So women,
and that's her competition.
Women won't, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what a woman wants, but in my mind, I'm thinking that women want financial security. They want to be stable. They don't want to have to get scared when money gets funny, because they know their man gonna take care of it. So they want the type of man that's in a certain age bracket, because certain ages in age brackets they come with being
with money. Yeah, with a man, it comes later down in our life when we start buckling down and focusing on the purpose.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the example that I asked, bro. And they only even switched to that grooming narrative because, like I said, it's the competition, bro. When them same ladies was 18 getting picked up by a 32-year-old, 31-year-old, and didn't see no problem with it.
No problem at all.
No, not one issue. But as soon as it takes away from your small pond, because now you're older and you only have so much to pick from.
Yeah.
Now it's grooming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that is weird to me, bro. I do hate that conversation, but I just wanted your perspective on that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I mean, grown is grown, and it's not. It may not be nasty to other people, but if you got a 20, 30 year age gap, bro, that's crazy. Because what I don't know. I feel like if I'm 40 years old, there is nothing in my mind that would be like, other than her physically being attractive, that we can relate on, other than the physical attraction. And even in that mindset, it's like my mind, even though like a woman may look good, man, she the same.
I think that you thinking about it the wrong way, bro. It's more so about compliance. It's not just that she's younger. Like when they talk about grooming, what they talk about, like you pretty much shape how she thought, right? So let's stay out of the young ages. Let's just say you 45 and you meet a 28-year-old.
Yeah, okay.
And this 28-year-old is willing to take all the game, but then you go on a date or you've been talking to this other lady that's around your age. And because she's, had experiences, she's more combative. She's more, willing to go against it.
Got you.
You dig what I'm saying? Versus the younger one is like, okay, well, he been through some shit. He actually explained it to me. He understands what I'm going through. Let me try this way.
But how about this? Sometimes, and sometimes men may not see this as a bad thing. Like, if you're talking to a woman and she just agrees with everything that you say, and she's not combative, she's not X, Y, and Z, she don't get on your nerves, she really don't give much input, whatever you say goes. Like, I will feel like having that much per se control of like whatever I say goes. Like, what you say? No, I ain't drinking that shit. I just feel like there are ways to be able to, not saying be combative, but give your input without being like you want to control the situation.
But like, that's about picking your battles too, though. That's just, in a relationship, understanding when the word is the word, and it's, there's no need for me to argue my point here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, bro. To have that much control, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't see myself like my wife, she gonna talk my head off. She gonna let me know. It ain't no, but that's just how my wife is. And there's nothing wrong with it at all. But there are men who sit there and says, whatever I say go. That motherfucker can be running into a fucking brick wall.
Yes.
And he got a wife that ain't gonna say shit, but run into that motherfucking wall with him. I want my wife to say something.
Yes, but at the same time, bro, so let's just say you come up with a plan about how to get around the wall. Let's just say you
And
constructed a plan, and her idea is, well, let's climb over top of it. No, I get what you're saying, but let's throw a rock, let's throw a rope over top of it, and we'll try to get over it that way. Like, that's the battle a lot of men face, bro. I get what you're saying about having all the power, but being combative is this man has thought, you know what I'm saying, idea for you and him, understands, you know, the good and the bad out of it, presented it to you, and you're stuck on, you don't want to do that, and we're gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is hard, gang. That's tough.
And I understand both ways. It's not like, it's like, I understand both ways, but it's all depends on, like, you have to know your spouse too. Like, it's like, even me, like, it's been some time where it's like, this argument ain't worth me being stressed out. So sometimes if my wife is talking my head off and she's just yapping, and I feel like if I'm being argumentative with her, that there is no peace or there is no closure to this argument. There's a lot of times where it's like, I just shut the fuck up. Because at this point, it's like, we ain't going nowhere with this fucking conversation.
For sure, that's picking your battles, but at the end of the day, bro, like, all of that, you know, being quiet and listening and having it's not about just having control. Like, if you a man of God, if you understand, bro, her letting you, you know what I'm saying, lead the situation. And let's just say you do mess up and you do blunder. That's also her trusting your leadership to understand, bro, that you're gonna self-correct yourself. So all that combative shit is cool. But if you with the man that you truly believe that you with, then you gonna understand, okay, I could say something right here, but the way he explained this, I'm gonna back off. If he's wrong, he gonna come to me and say that he's wrong, because that's the type of man that I'm with. That's the discernment that folks don't be having. So you done got with a nigga that's telling you to run through the wall, and your dumb ass gonna run through the wall. We're not talking about that. Now let's go to age group. What woman would be more receptive to allowing this man to lead and truly, you know, show her the way? The 26, 27, 28-year-old or the 40, 41, 42-year-old?
I mean, it's kind of hard to put an age on it, because there's soft girls in every age group, not just in the 20s.
If the soft girl is in her 40s, 50s, and 60s, she's tough, bro. If she's a soft girl in 20 on March 16, 2026, she is taken and cuffed. There is no single soft girls out here.
You act like ain't no sexy reds that's 27, 28.
That's not but I get that though. That's not the girls we wifing up. What I'm saying is, who would be more receptive to your game? Like, would it be the younger female or would it be the older female? Knowing what you know about women, like that, because I understand why older men will go look that way. Me personally, I want somebody in my age group. You know what I'm saying? Like, right in my age group. But I understand it because, bro, that 42-year-old that's been in so many relationships and also is stuck in her ways, bro, that's gonna be hard to align with, gang.
Yeah, I got you.
That's gonna be hard to want to build with, because she don't know what battles to face, so she faces all the battles, and she always got something to say. You can't mold that into, you know, a good covenant. Like, you can't really mold that into the covenant it needs to be if she don't trust your word. And it's easier for older men to go get that out of, I'm not saying little kids and no shit like that, but that's why it's easier for them to go get a younger woman and build with. They more receptive to the game. And then when older women will call it what you were saying, the grooming and all of that. And grooming is when it's an underage kid and you are giving them insight on, you know what I'm saying, those older activity. And then once they hit that age of legal tender, then you start to pipe up. That's grooming, gang. Because they brain, their emotion, it's not developed.
I got you.
But you know, I could see why, bro. But I don't think, you shouldn't play in your 20s like we did. I think that was just more about,
Yeah.
the environment we was in.
Yeah, mom. Listen, I mean, I don't want my kids to experience the life I had when I was in my 20s, because it was just nothing but straight partying. Like,
yeah.
I mean, a few year or two, a year or two, what I'm saying, college, whatever, cool. But like, majority of my 20s, from being in Korea, being in Germany, like, majority of my 20s was straight party, bro. Like, I ain't care about nothing but partying.
Yeah. But that's what it was about, though, for
Yeah.
us. So that's why that was kind of a hard question to answer. Like, when you think you should stop partying, because in the culture we was in, shit, it's either work or party.
Work, partying.
Work, party.
Mm-hmm.
Party, then go to work. You know what I'm saying? So it was different
Yeah.
than having to be out here and really be like, shit, should I go to the club this week?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do X, Y, and Z. Nah, we knew what was coming. And then
Yeah.
everybody we worked with was in the party with us.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it worse.
Yeah.
The niggas that's supposed to be the bosses and the leaders, nigga, they with you.
Don't let it be a nigga you don't like. Be like, I hope he say some shit I don't like. I just want to Hey, I used to man.
So
I used to bump niggas on purpose just to see what they was on. Boy, I was
Yeah, I think that's why it's harder for us to be like, shit, when would I have told myself to stop partying? Because shit, bro, you kind of see it in the military with the older folks when they start telling you, hey, don't be in the club all the time. Go start saving your money and investing, and ain't nothing wrong with being in the barracks on the weekend. Like, they would tell you, but nobody was paying attention to that shit. Hey, what's one part from your childhood that you still do as an adult, bro?
Some of my childhood I still do. Damn. Sheesh. Damn, some of my childhood I still do. I gotta think about that shit. Hold on. I mean, I don't play as much as I used to, but I play video games every now and then. I still do that. I still, you know what I'm saying?
What's up?
I still play video games, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, some people feel different about that. They feel like grown men shouldn't be playing video games. So
I still got my Game Boy Advance, bro. I still play the fuck out of that shit. I still got that shit, bro. Game Boy Advance, you know what I'm saying? I got the one with color, one without color. I got the old boy. I still got my Saga. I still play Frogger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got all that shit, bro.
One thing I still do from childhood, I still be dancing, man. I feel like, hey, man, my dance moves ain't the same.
Your body don't hurt. Can you still jig, my nigga?
No.
Is that still something?
I can't, bro. My knees do not bend the same. They be talking about doing that murder bend, boy. I can't bend for shit, boy.
I was like,
but I be trying.
I want to see if you and Green still got it.
Green got it. He got it. That boy got it. He be DJing. Shout out, Rob, man. But yeah, he be DJing. He be all in the club. He got it. I do not have it. I don't have it. I tried to bounce the other day. My knees almost collapsed. I thought I was catching my home.
Man, I was laying on the couch and I tried to get up and my fucking feet start going numb. I said, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. But that's something I challenge everybody that tuned in to do, bro. Just find that one thing back from your childhood that truly make you happy. We can't always be focused on the trauma and the bad parts from our childhood. And that was a big thing on this show. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of your childhood is what affecting your adulthood, and you think you're an adult just because you pay bills and you do this and you do that
Mhm.
and you have responsibilities, but really you still that little kid. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people. And they think, just because I'm 35, 40, 45, 50, I'm grown, but still carry that immaturity from those unhealed wounds.
Yeah.
So man, just that's a challenge I got for anybody that be watching us. You know what I mean? SSP. One thing you used to do in your childhood, whether that was gaming, skating, it was a
Mhm.
card game y'all used to play, man. Put that back in your life, man.
Yeah.
And just what I mean, start sprinkling a little bit of your childhood into your adulthood. The good
Yeah.
parts, not the traumatic parts that you're already showing.
Hmm.
So uh and this the last question I got for you, Brody.
What's up?
Uh what part of your inner child needs to heal for you to be and continue to grow into a successful adult?
Um, just the neglect, you know what I'm saying, for my mom. You know what I'm saying. I've already spoke on this shit, but like, I feel like whenever I fully have healed from that shit, and I feel like they just come with time and having conversation. You know what I'm saying, reading the Bible, having conversation with God. You know what I'm saying. Just I feel like whenever I just completely feel like I'm over it, and I feel like
When you
that
gonna
that's
be
like,
over it? What it take to get over it? That's what I there we go.
hey man, it's one of the things where it's like my mama, she's stubborn, so it's like she'll tell me what happened, but then she'll give excuses of why it happened, and you know what I'm saying. I don't really feel like it's really been like a lot of apologies for something that she can't change. But like if she real deal gave me like a real true genuine apology and without trying to throw blame for everybody else that
Yeah.
may have played a factor in the reason why she couldn't see us, or what I'm saying, didn't show up for certain things. Like, I still love my mama, like I said, but like, I feel like her effort now is, when parents have grandkids and they feel like that's their second opportunity to,
Second thing,
be a
yeah,
better.
for
I feel like that's how she is now, where it's like, she's more of a consistent grandmama than she was an actual mom. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that probably sucks to hear that shit, but it's true. My mom was a more active grandmother than she is as an actual, you know what I'm saying? But
So what is it gonna take for you to heal if she was to never give you an apology, bro? Because all of that sound good, but that's on her power and will. You know what I'm saying? And your emotions is your emotion and how you feel. You dig what I'm saying? So
so
what
the
would it
way I
take without the apology for you to say, you know what, bro? Like I forgive you. Godspeed. I'm still your son, but it don't affect me no more.
that's hard, bro, because it's hard when your mama was your everything growing up. Like my mama was, I was a mama's boy, so I feel like it's just
Too. Yeah,
it's
for sure.
possible. It's possible, bro, but it's when you get reminded all the time that, like, how much everybody enjoyed being around my mama and how much they love my mama, you know what I'm saying, what she's done, because she's done a lot of things for a lot of people. But then it's like, it kind of, every time I hear all the great things she's done and the great things that she done around other people, it gets me wondering, like, yeah, it's cool and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like all those things that she's done for other people, it still kind of makes me feel like, damn, like she did all this shit, but like being present was what she crossed the line, what she draw the line at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's great with other people, she's great with her other kids, which is my brother and my sisters, but it's like me being the oldest, I just feel like maybe it's because I'm the oldest. So it's maybe just like a something in my heart made me feel like, damn, like I was the firstborn. So it's like, God damn, like, it ain't like there's supposed to be a special place in somebody's heart. But like your first child should still be like low key your favorite without being your favorite. Even people don't want to admit it. And that's your first. Can't nothing replace your first, right?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
So
But bro,
it's
I
one of
just
the
want
things.
to tell you though, bro, no matter, you know what I mean, She was there or not, bro. You turned out great, gang. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? God bless you, man. And I would just hate for you to continue through your 30s with that resentment, knowing that it's not something you could control, bro. So
I know.
yeah, man. For me, uh, uh, I actually want to get back to my inner child, bro. I feel like I was forced to grow up so fast
Hmm.
that I'm like the challenge. I said like I'm trying to get back to the things that made me happy as a child. So I can truly try to live, bro. I feel like I was forced to be a grown ass man in
Yeah.
a sense, and I was put in a tricky situation. And
Hmm.
sometimes I feel like that junk was robbed for me, like in a sense.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? That's why when you asked me, was it yesterday about like when you felt that transition was, and I was like, bro, I didn't even feel a transition. I
Mm.
was out the gate. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like 17 college, gone for a little while, came back for like 3 weeks. I was gone again.
Hmm.
So it really wasn't a transition for me. And I already was an adult in the sense of like feeling like I had to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like you said, like you see with your kids and you heal.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna force my kids and put them in a position where at 13, 14, they feel like they gotta be 21. They feel like they gotta be a grown ass adult. I'm never gonna put them in that situation. I told them like I want y'all to enjoy y'all childhood and what I mean, get to live through every moment. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna be perfect, bro, but I'm not gonna take that away from you, especially with everything going on in the world. So that kind of made me remember, hey, bro, like it's cool to still have fun, man. Yeah, you got all these
Yeah.
responsibilities and it's this and that. But gang, relax, man. Just chill. Life is life. Things gonna happen. You can't control
Mhm.
everything. You know what I'm saying? And when I go back to my childhood, I definitely had, great moments.
Mhm.
And that's what I rather focus on moving
Yeah.
forward. The great moments. You did instead of just focusing on everything that was bad and negative.
Mhm.
Cause I'll overthink the hell out of the situation, and the shit that went bad, I could think about that for months at a time.
Yeah.
But that's just saying they got that those situations have too much control over me.
Mhm.
And then once I talk to God, like you gotta let it go, man.
Yeah.
You gotta release it out your heart. You can't do it by yourself, You need me,
Right.
talk to me. But
Mhm.
you gotta let that go. But man, that's all I got. You got anything else, bro?
All I got, bro.
Yeah,
I do
man.
want people to put some comments. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what we need to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? If anything that's on their mind they want to express to us, just let us know, bro,
Oh
so we
yeah,
can talk.
yeah, yeah. Tap in. We gotta start doing like a super chat moment or something like that. We had got a little views today. That was cool, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, tap in on the YouTube. SSP Still Standing Podcast on YouTube. Shorts and videos uploaded. Still Standing
Mhm.
Podcast on Instagram. Is it SSP?
Yeah. SSP.
SSP Still Standing Podcast on Instagram. We got a little traction. More clips gonna be going up today. Catch me on Twitch, BB Hollywood. What's your Twitch, G?
Twitch. I want to say
It's the same, ain't it?
I want to say is it King Strange? Yeah, King Strange 13.
Yeah, King Strange 13 for my dog
Mhm.
on Twitch, man. And we just appreciate all y'all, bro. We will be back Wednesday. Another show, another way to grow. We appreciate y'all and we out, man.
All right.